All right. Hi there, guys. Vinnie Chopra again back with a special guest. As you know, I come live to you almost twice or three times a week now in my podcast, and we are hitting close to 100,000 downloads, going to 200,000 soon. The key thing is this is the apartment syndication made easy show that the book I wrote and also positivity brings profitability. The two books, the third book is coming out, which is the Senior Living Investing Made Easy. But thank you so much for liking the content and sharing the content and giving us 5-star reviews, because by giving 5-star reviews on iTunes and so on, it really helps to get great guests. So thank you so much. Hi, Sachin, how are you?
I'm doing very good, Vinny. How are you?
Excellent, excellent, doing great. Like to introduce my good friend, Dr. Sachin Maskey from the East Coast, actually. He's a real estate syndicator, also investor and entrepreneur. Above all, he's a great, great doctor, from Nepal, born and raised in a small city in Nepal, near to India, where I'm from, as many of you know, called Dharan, in the eastern part of Nepal. Went to high school in the southern part of India. Oh yeah, Chennai. Completed his medical school in Nepal, and Dr. Maskey completed the medical training post-graduation in Bronx, Lebanon, hospital in the Bronx. And Dr. Maskey is a board certified in family Medicare, has been practicing primary care physician for since 2010. That's almost 11 years. And Dr. Maskey focuses on the root cause of the problem rather than just, managing the symptoms. That's awesome. And again, Maskey, Sachin, I call him, is the founder of the Nonprofit Dhana Yoga Foundation, whose mission is the wealth and prosperity for all. Fabulous. You need to dig into all those things. Blessed with 2 kids and married with beautiful wife, and she's a dentist also. And welcome so much. Sachin, I'm really excited to have you, and we're going to dig deeper into it. Give us in your own words, like, your journey from Nepal briefly, and then we're going to dig into your profession and then into real estate. You're in a lot of masterminds and you believe in really getting great people around you. That's what I've learned from you, literally. And the calls we do every week and so on, I get energized, really.
Sure, definitely. First of all, thank you very much, Vinny, for this great opportunity, and I really appreciate it, and I'm honored and privileged to be here today. Tell me about myself. I'm originally born and raised from Nepal, eastern part of Nepal, which is called Dharan, actually. And I was, I did my all school and college, to the grade 10 there, and I went to India, after that for my further education, college actually, and then I came to this country, United States, in 2006, actually, yes. And I remember the exact date when I came here, 2006. So, and yes. with $2,000 in my pocket, similar story like Vinny, $7 in his pocket, and mine was $2,000 in 2006. So, and when I came to this country initially, I didn't have any place to go. I mean, I was all by myself. No food, I guess, no place to go. Only $2,000 and the suitcase I had, and I, with some struggle, roaming around the places, got some help from the friends and family, and finally got into the residency program, which we call post-graduation, in 2007. We're in the Bronx Lebanon Hospital in New York, Bronx. I was there for 4 years, and then I came to the Dartmouth here in 2011, where I've been since 2011, here for about 11 years. One of my happiest moments I would like to share is my son was born actually in 2011 here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. So, and my daughter got born in 2015. So I've been practicing since 2011 as a primary care physician in an Houghton Medical Associate, where I'm actually sitting right now in my office. And I'm blessed with 2 kids again. 10 years old and 6 years old daughter. And as Vinny was mentioning, I'm the founder of nonprofit also, Dhana Yoga Foundation. Our vision
Yes.
is to build diabetic hospital in
Yes.
around the world and build school for blind kids and orphanage children
So nice. So
within
wonderful.
hopefully within 10 years from today.
Oh, that's
That's
so
my one of
nice. So
my
nice. I know there is a Shankara Foundation. I know my
right.
wife and have been contributing to them. They give the eye surgeries and all, and handicapped children, and lot of other great, things in India. No, thank you. So tell
Sure.
us about, when did you really get the itch to get into real estate? I know
So
a lot
that's
of other doctors want to know.
I know it's fascinating. Being a doctor, I guess I'm always happy. I'm blessed with two kids. But again, I turned into my 40s 2 years
Yeah.
ago, and
Yeah.
around 2018, I started started reading some books, and I found a book called Rich Dad and Poor Dad from Robert
Mm-hmm.
Kiyosaki. And
Yep.
once I
Yep.
started reading the book, I guess something happened to my mindset, and my mindset completely changed. And there's a concept called ESBI,
Yep.
employee,
Yep. Very familiar.
self-employed, business, and
Yeah.
investor.
Yeah.
So I wanted to shift from employee mindset to investor mindset.
Yep.
And
Yep.
that's what started happening. Where should I invest? And real estate is one of the assets I really love because I guess my great grandfather, my father, everyone actually somehow involved in real estate. So I think that was my kind of started on the real estate. So I bought my first multifamily 3 units last year in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
So and then I guess I also had started practicing besides real estate. Something changed 2020. I don't know. I mentioned that, but
Mm-hmm.
I started focusing about what I'm doing in terms of my as a physician. Because most
Mm-hmm.
of the time, what we do is when patient comes to see me, we started managing the symptoms instead of
Yeah.
finding the root cause of problem. So
Mm-hmm.
also I focused changed and I read a lot of books about health and in trying to practice. Now I lost 30 pounds myself.
Oh my
By
God. Yes.
so yeah,
Yes.
and
Wow.
then I'm actually planning to I guess work on the lifestyle or integrative medicine. It's called finding the root cause of problem instead of
Mm-hmm.
just masking the symptoms. And I started doing Dr. Maskey Health Academy, which is a YouTube channel
Love
which
it.
I
Love
just
it.
help people to remove lose weight and improve their health with lifestyle changes.
Excellent. Excellent. Oh my gosh. So what was the process or the pains did you go through? What was yours, like after you read the book? I'm sure a lot of listeners want to know, what was your next step and how did you goal set and how did you enter the field of, real estate, commercial real estate, actually, like you said?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I guess the main pain points, I guess, for being a doctor, I guess, is the time. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yep.
you get paid only when you work, basically, and that's what happened 2020 when the COVID hit. Actually, we have to go home, and
Yeah.
then unfortunately, you don't get paid when you don't work. So
Yeah.
with that, I started to have to think about something called passive income. So I think
Mm-hmm.
real estate is the way I think we all can start, with the passive income. With that in
Mm-hmm.
mind, I again started reading the book and, started working on with networking with the people and go from there.
Surely, surely, surely. So, as you started, maybe take us through your learning process or your education process. I know I've been very fascinated to see how many masterminds, and you really believe in, getting your mind right. I always say that, if your mind is right, the world will be right, right? Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with that. The mindset is everything. So I guess first of all, I think I think the mindset is very important. Once you believe what you can achieve,
Mm-hmm.
and once your mind is fixed,
Mm-hmm.
believe in yourself, then anything can be achieved.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So for me, we all have 24 hours in the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think time management is very important.
Yep.
So for me, I manage my time and try to do certain thing at certain time. I have a routine I call
Yep.
morning routine.
Mm-hmm.
afternoon
Mm-hmm.
routine and evening routine. So,
Mm-hmm.
so on those routines, I do like my exercise in the morning. I read my books when I drive, actually. So,
Mm-hmm.
the mastermind, I found this concept actually, believe it or not, from the book. So a lot of things I'm talking today, I'm gaining a lot of knowledge, wisdom from the book, and books can
Yes.
change lives, and which mine has
Yep.
changed actually. And mastermind concept come from the book called Think and Grow Rich by
Yes.
Napoleon
Yes.
Hill.
Napoleon Hill. Yep.
So once I found out the mastermind concept, I started looking for where I can do that, and actually I found Dr. Tom Burns, who is also my
Mm-hmm.
mentor, and
Yep.
I started reaching out to him with the LinkedIn, and
Yep.
he replied back, and I asked him, I'm looking for somebody who can teach me. We have done about month of family syndication,
Mm-hmm.
so
Mm-hmm.
he immediately replied back. And same with you also, Vinny. I think I got
Yeah.
you in the
Yeah.
Facebook, I don't remember, or LinkedIn, and we got
Yeah.
connected. And I started, other masterminds. So I'm involved in 4 mastermind right now.
Wonderful, wonderful,
So uh,
wonderful.
it's
I mean, there is no what's the scarcity, right? There are so many great motivators, mentors out there, but it's that decision you made and the investment you're putting, you're going to reap so many benefits. That's true. In my case also, if I had not gone through the, mastermind and coaching with my mentor, I wouldn't be where I am today. Literally, I say that, there's a lot of free stuff in the internet and everything, but I think the accountability, the meeting, the direction, and the blueprint, right? What would you say? Yeah.
I
Huh?
agree, totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ye- Yes. So let ask. I mean, tell us more. What would you tell somebody who is new, right, brand new, who's starting out in real estate? What will be your advice? Maybe two pieces of advice.
Again, the first piece of advice is mindset. So
Yes.
I think
Yes.
that's very, very important, because once you don't have that mindset,
Mm-hmm.
I guess nothing can be done. So
Yeah.
first of all, I think you should believe in yourself, and
Yeah.
and and dream big. I would say, and
Mm-hmm.
start working on those dreams, and you can fail. I mean, we all will fail, and we learn from our failure.
Totally.
And I think that
Totally.
should be the first thing, the mindset. And then and networking would be another one.
Mm-hmm.
Mentorship, like what I'm doing right now, because
Mm-hmm.
if you can do by yourself, but if you have mentors who have done already, it
Mm-hmm.
will be good to know their secret sauce, I would call, and then and follow their recommendation. You'll achieve your goal faster. And I
You're
think there will be
so
two
right.
advice, I would say.
That's a very prudent what you just said, because there are so many things have already been done. I always believe that, why not to hook up with people, operators or coaches or mentors who have already gone through these struggles. I call it struggles or challenges, and they've figured out way to pave the path for success. So it's always great to really, learn from them, and maybe even if they give you on silver platter, the blueprints and all the things they've learned, that's even much more, definitely. So let me ask you a question. I mean, you reached out to our academy. How has it been experience? I don't want to toot any horn or anything, but just give us the good, the bad, the ugly, how we can improve and things like, and what you found and whatever, right? Yeah.
No, I guess I'll give you my honest, experience, because I am involved in 4 different mastermind group,
Sure.
and I think comparing all those mastermind groups, the biggest value. I'm not like this is literally, I'm telling the truth. I'm honest, and I think your mastermind group, I guess your mentorship has been one of the best among those 4.
Mm.
The
Oh,
reason
wow.
I think I believe is nobody has done this. We are
Mm.
interviewing. That's
Yeah.
for you're helping me to explore further, and it's the communication is the key, I would say, and the way you communicate with your student or your people, I think it's awesome, and the
Mm.
material, the content you have put in your mastermind group. I mean, it's like, and one of the best. So I
Oh,
totally
oh.
am learning every day, and I think the value is the best
Oh
way.
my gosh, I didn't mean to have all that, but no, thank you so much, and I want to really reciprocate that. Really, Sachin, I look forward to our Friday morning actually meetings every week, and it's the best time. I love to come into the meeting prepared for you, and you're prepared. See, that's the other part. I think it's both ways, student and the investor and this teacher. And what I really am impressed is that you are moving faster and faster. And I love that, because why to just take so long to get to the point A to point B, and I always believe moving the needle, I call it, every
Yeah.
week we need to move and move and move and implement the apps and systems and get the branding going and all those stuff, special things, and talking to brokers and investors and PowerPoints and all the good stuff. Right, right. So let me ask you a question then. So do you read a lot? Like, I'm sure you're in for masterminds. I guess the question I have is, how do you keep notes? And then you are one person, right? So you got four masterminds feeding you. Sometimes I think, how do you process it? And then you come up with the game plan that, okay, I'm going to go and, go to the next level this week and next level this week, right? Yeah.
So I guess I'm kind of a person. What I do is I try to learn every day and
Mm-hmm.
trying to get better from yesterday.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, I guess there's a lot to put in the mind, as you said, and how I process and have a game plan. I guess it's a very good question, and every mastermind have the different strength and weakness. So
Mm-hmm.
most of them, for me, I think networking is one of the biggest
Mm-hmm.
advantages, because you can network with a lot of people, a lot of
Yes.
like-minded people. So you need to
Yes.
surround with the positive people, right? So if you
Yep.
don't have that kind of positive vibes, your
Yeah.
goals can be difficult to achieve. That's one of the
Yep.
reasons I want to stay with the positive people who can support you,
Mm-hmm.
emotionally, morally, and
Mm-hmm.
be a partner also in the team,
Yep.
And I'm
Yep.
actually talking to tomorrow one of the mastermind people from another
Mm.
mastermind. He wants to partner with me. So
Oh,
basically,
wow.
it's a very
Awesome.
good way
Awesome.
to scale your vision. And I wanted to also add something in the advice.
Sure.
I'm going to the event, like in real estate event. I would
Mm-hmm.
advise you to people listening to this to go to the event, like a real
Mm-hmm.
estate event or any event that can you develop more personally and your knowledge, which is very important.
So true. So true. I know last year I didn't go anywhere, but year before I was invited by Michael Blank on the road to 11,000 units, and it was wonderful to meet great souls there, investors. I know Jake and Gino, my good friends. They invited me also 2019, and I'm going there in October this year. I look forward to really meeting great people and great souls over there. I'll be presenting, the senior assisted living and multifamily and all. They're great, family like. And, you're right. It's so good to surround yourself. And with this COVID happening, it has really brought people together on Zoom and other meetings, and to be able to associate, get to see them face to face. And then it looks like you're in the same meeting room kind of thing without even
Right.
traveling thousands of miles. So, which is very exciting. No, networking, definitely. I would definitely say what you said is so true. What other things come to your mind? Like, what do you do, with your family? Tell us, because we are a whole person, you know. And I remember the day when Neil is grown up now, but I remember when in this office, he'll be sitting in the waste paper basket. Literally, he was that young. He's 37 now,
Wow.
but those are the special times that you cannot give up. I remember I used to tell my wife and our children, here is my calendar, like in summer of the next year, and I say, go ahead and block off every day on my calendar. I used to use Franklin and
Okay.
Daytimer, those time, paper calendars, and they will block off, Dad, my date, my tournament is these days. You'll take me for practice these times. and these are the dates for my meeting at the elementary school, with the teacher or awards and things like
Sure.
that. So the whole year they'll block off,
Wow.
literally. And that was the best thing, because then nobody can take that time away. Nobody, because
Yeah, of course.
everybody's got, and then also my thinking time. I'm just going to talk about me now, but thinking time. I used to plan twice a week actually, thinking
Wow.
time where I had appointment with me. So when people ask me, can you meet me at 7 a.m. or 7:34? I say, no, I have an appointment. I don't have to tell them with who, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I
But you're,
think
no, go.
for me the family is I think there are three things I focus on. One
Yes.
is health. That's number one, because you need to be healthy to do everything in
Yeah,
life. Number
totally.
two is family, you know,
Yeah,
and
yes,
which is
yes.
huge. Without family, we're nothing, right?
Nothing. Yeah,
And
totally.
number three is the freedom. So
Ah,
so health, family, and freedom is my three priority.
I
Uh,
love
so
it.
so with that in
No,
mind, I guess for the family, yeah, of course, we need to spend time with the family. And what I
sure.
do is not exactly whole year, but I have a like every day. I'm lucky that I can have breakfast every day with my
Yeah,
family,
yeah.
especially with my
Hmm.
two kids. I make their breakfast and I have with them every single day.
Ah,
And
oh,
and then
that's
dinner
awesome.
is also every day. So I'm
Every
lucky, I'm
day.
fortunate to have that because my work, I live only 10 minutes from here, and it's
Sure.
very, very convenient. And every Sunday, we call as
Yes.
family time. No
Yes.
business, just focus on
Yep.
the family time, spend time,
Mm-hmm.
go out, whatever you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
And every day, most of the part of the week, I wanted to spend at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes. We call it meditation. Kind of, we
Yeah.
sit down together. My daughter comes, she's only 6, but
Yes.
I still try to implement that is important because
Yeah.
the stress we have during the day.
Yeah.
Meditation
Yep.
is the one of the way I do meditation with my kids actually, and
I
and we
so
do that.
wonderful.
And we also try to go vacation once, like
Yep.
2 weeks at a time. We recently
Hmm.
went to the Hershey Park, uh,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
2 weeks vacation at a time. So those kind of
Ex-
things is family time is the most important thing, I think.
I love it. I love it. What you just said. I love you said health, and then you said family, then freedom. I love the third one, the freedom. That's amazing. And this morning I was talking to my very good friend of mine, and we were talking about temple. Our body is a temple. So we need to
Right.
worship it with good health, because nothing is more important than the health, and so forth, and eating right, exercising, and mindset and yoga, like you said. And then family time is so important, so important. Everybody listening to us, watching us, please, please, please look into your life. Stop today, right now, and then check up. I really say that in the wheel of life, right? I sometimes teach wheel of life. In every aspect of the spoke in a wheel, health and spiritual and business, entrepreneur, as a citizen, all these spokes are there, right? And how are you doing from 1 to 5? What's the number? We put that number and then we join those together. Is it a circle? Is it a small circle or a big circle? And how we can grow in the wheel of life, or happiness, I call it. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah, no, that's a wonderful thing. So let me ask you a question. What kind of apps or some, tools you use to keep yourself organized?
So yeah, that's a great question, and there's a lot of apps you can use. Personally, I've been using Dropbox
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
for organizing the lot of signing document,
mm-hmm,
taxes, compliance,
mm-hmm,
all those
mm-hmm.
kind of thing. I also use Google Drives, which is
Google Drive.
also
Yeah.
both of them are actually are free, but you can pay to upgrade
Mm-hmm.
your gigabyte. I also
Totally.
use something called Personal Capital. I don't know you guys use that.
Oh, personal capital. Okay, that's a good one. Is it like on iPhone? We could download the app.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
can buy
right?
Android, iPhone,
Mm.
anything, and it gives you kind of your financial picture. Where are you now? And
Uh-huh.
tracks your like a mint. I know there's another
Oh
app for
yeah, I was gonna say the Mint. That was in my mind. Our
yeah.
son introduced. I downloaded Mint many years back. Is it the graduation of that, like more
I like the
refined?
personal capital better because it gives you more your cash flow, which for me is more
Okay,
important. Like, it
sure.
exactly tells your cash flow and your portfolio. It's a yes, it's very good. Once you start using it, I think you'll
So
like it.
does it link with your like
Yeah,
banks and all that? Does it update the real balances and then
yeah,
give you the total? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I know for financial statement, I have to do it every 2, 3 months, because of the
it's been very
purchases we are
helpful for
doing.
me. I look at it at
Yeah.
least once a week and see
Oh
where I am.
wow, wow,
And
wow.
it's
I
like
like it. Oh,
it's like losing
wonderful.
weight. You need to measure
Yeah.
yourself. At least once a
Yes.
week.
So true, so true what you're saying. I mean, just like you said, inspecting, right? Goal setting, and then giving feedback, whether you accomplished or not. That's in
Right.
the walks of life, right? Losing weight or getting better in certain activity or, getting the different process to get a property or whatever, right? Or having the chance to talk to 5 investors, in a week or whatever, and all those things. So feedback is so, so important. Well, no, Sachin, it's been wonderful chatting with you, hanging out with you. What other things come to your mind that you could give some gold nuggets to the audience, who are watching us or listening to us?
I guess read, read, read. I think you
Hmm.
learn a lot of things from the books that you cannot imagine. It changes your life. I mean,
Yeah.
top three books I would recommend would be
Yes.
number one for mindset. It's Think and Grow Rich.
Oh,
Definitely must read.
yes.
Yeah, I've read 100
Yes.
books so far.
Yeah.
So one of my best is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon
Yeah.
Hill.
Yep.
That will
Yep.
change your mindset. And I would say Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, would be one of another
Amazing.
best book. I would say the
Yes. Yes.
cash flow quadrant is another one with the same author.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
the last book I would mention, the third book would be Miracle Morning, which
Oh, I love by Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Oh,
that book
yes.
has changed my one of the thing I like to mention here is I always used to go to bed like 11, 12, whatever, and I used to wake up like 6:30. Once I read the
Mhm.
book, I started waking up at 5.
Oh,
So
wow,
5 o'clock in the
wow.
morning, and I think I've made a major significant difference. The amount, the effectiveness of work you do in the morning is very, very
So
effective.
right. It's so calm, so nice. You're so right. I mean, I used to get up at 6:37 when I did W2 job, but when I have my real estate business, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock, doing the miracle morning, just like you said, and that's the best time. You can crush it until 8:30 when people are getting going to work. You've already put
Yes.
half days of work already, and you have aligned yourself for success.
You
And
can
I
achieve a
think
lot of
that
things.
you can totally, totally. We all have 24 hours. I'm still looking for a watch with 26 hours, but haven't found one. No, thank you, Sachin. It's such a pleasure. It's fabulous. And how can people reach you? Yeah, if they want to
So
talk to you. Yeah.
the best way to reach me with my website actually, the avatarequity.com, which will be
Hmm.
launching soon. Actually, I haven't launched yet, but
Yes,
it's called
yes.
theavatarequity.com. There will be
Wonderful.
more. We're doing a real estate syndication, hopefully
Beautiful.
soon, and
Beautiful.
that will be the best way to reach me, I guess.
Excellent, excellent. No, thank you so much for your time. And guys, everybody listening and watching us, if you like the content, please give thumbs up and write some comments, share this podcast and the video, which is going to be on the YouTube and all the channels. And give us that 5-star review so that we can bring great of the great, guests on my show. And again, please write to us and tell us if you know of some great personality you would like to have me interview or John, my team, or Ethan interview. It'll be my pleasure. Thanks again and see you next week. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sachin. It was such a pleasure,
One thing I
buddy.
want to add
Yeah,
about
please,
everything.
please.
So
Yes.
before I guess we are done, I'd like to thank you
Mhm.
everyone also who watching this, and thank you Vinny for especially. One thing I want to
Uh,
mention is if you just spend 10% of your time and energy and money to other, making donation, contribution, whatever you
Yes,
can.
yes,
I think that's the
yes.
most important thing. Ultimately, it's about happiness, right? So the
So true.
happiness is it's achieved by serving other people. And 10%, you don't need a lot of money. 10% of the
Yeah.
time, money, energy. If you can do that, we can make a significant difference in this world. Thank you.
That's so true. So true, Dr. Sachin Maskey. I appreciate that, Sachin. And thank you for that great message. God bless you. You
Thank
bet.
you.
You
Have a
bet.
good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.